Hello everybody, my name is LG Simulation and welcome back to another YouTube video. Today in this video I am going to be showing you guys how to build Roblox block cars in Roblox Studio. Let's get started. So first you're going to want to go onto Google Chrome or whatever you use. You're going to want to type in theblueprints.com, enter, and then you're going to want to find the largest free blueprints and vector collection on the internet. Let it load up. When it's loaded up, you're going to search in here the model of the car that you want. So you have to put in the exact model. For example, if you want to search for a Chevy Impala, you're not going to put Chevy Impala, you're going to put Chevrolet Impala. Because if you put Chevy Impala, it's not going to recognize it. Or no, not Chevy. So you can't put abbreviations, you have to put in the full model. So when you're on the front page, you can choose whichever car you want. For example, I'm going to choose a Mitsubishi L200 Crew Cab. You're going to click on it. You're going to get page is going to get brought up with the blueprint and then the name. Also, you can buy the blueprint, which I'm not going to be doing. You're going to press either. If you've got light shot, then you're going to click print screen, or if you've not got light shot, then go onto your down here, type in the snip tool, you bring it up, take a screenshot, same thing as light shot. So with light shot, you're going to want to click print system. Have I got light shot? Yeah, I've got light shot up. So print system, you're going to select that, and you want to be careful with links on Roblox. So what you're going to do is grab the right tool, and you're going to just block out the logo and the link. Roblox doesn't accept any links except Twitter, YouTube, and Roblox links. And then you're going to want to click on save, and then you're done for this bit. Then you want to bring up Roblox Studio, load in a new base plate. There we go. There are 3 things that you are going to want to do before starting off building your car. And that is, you're going to want to go into File, Publish to Roblox, either select current file. I'm going to select this one, car tutorial, overwrite, and then when you've got that done, change your car tutorial up there. You're going to want to go into plugins, type in F3X, search up the F3X plugin, click on the plugin, and then go down here to where it says update. Not update. For me, it's update because I've already got the plugin. For you, it's going to be download. You're going to want to download the plugin, go out of that, and that's it. We're done with the toolbox. Next, you're going to see why I published the game first. I'm going to put down a block, make it big enough. You can make it as big as you want, because after you're going to have to resize it with an actual car. Put a decal down, right click, put a decal, then right click on the block to put it on the surface. Go down into texture. Right, this is what changes with this. If you wouldn't have published the place, then you would have had to go and manually upload the file onto the Roblox developer thing. But when you've published it, it will automatically publish it when you go onto textures, add images, choose file, it will automatically publish it. Make sure that you have an appropriate name and no links in the files that you upload. For me, I'm just going to choose the Crown Victoria I have already got here. There. As you can see, I blanked out all the links. So now what you're going to do is go into the toolbox, type in the car model. For me, it's going to be Crown Victoria. You can either choose a mesh or a brick car. I would say take brick cars, but I'm going to choose a mesh car for today because it's going to you're going to be able to see it better. Crown Victoria. Going to choose the Crown Victoria here, whichever one you want. That's just choosing, for example, the Firestone one down here. But I'm going to choose a mesh one like that. I'll be able to show you what I mean about the scaling the car to the actual car itself. So when you've got the car in here, if you've got a mesh car, then you're going to put the car down into the ground, half down into the ground. Make sure that if you've got a bumper, that the car covers half of the bumper, that the block here is in half of the bumper, because if you do that, then you won't be able to scale it properly. So let's make sure that's like that. And then you're going to want to scale the car so that, look, it's going to perfectly align up with the car, as you can see. Look, as you can see the blueprints there, and also back here it aligns perfectly. There we go. Then what you're going to do is take the blueprint and go on to duplicating it. Either you can click up here or click Control D. Take your rotate tool. I suggest putting your rotate onto number 5 by going up here into model and move number 5 at 0.05 and rotate on number 5. What you're going to do next is make sure that this part of the vehicle, the bottom line here, is aligned with the edge of the bottom block here, so like this. There. And then you can take your car here and make sure that it's sized properly. For me, the front is sized properly, but the car is it's well sized. Cool. So with this car, you can either take it as a reference if you're ever building the front or something, or you can just delete the car and do it with the blueprint. Now what you're going to want to do is take this blueprint here and put it wherever you want. I suggest just taking it and just dragging it along like that, and like that you don't lose the alignment. Next, put a block down by going into part up here. Click there. You put a part down, and next you're going to want to align the edge of the part here. So for example, I've got this here, the shining line here. You're going to want to align the shining line with the car blueprint, so the lines here. And then you're going to duplicate it by clicking Control D, or going up there, going into Home, duplicate, and then just doing it the same thing with the rotate tool. And there, we've finished for this part. Make sure that this block here, the block that's going out, is in a certain angle so that it will do this. Okay. Then what you're going to do is select the whole thing. I didn't mention this, but make sure to go on the lock tool and lock the base plate here. Not this base plate here, the blueprint part. And then select all of the blocks, Control D to duplicate, turn them around by using your scale tool, again on number 5. Not your scale tool, your rotate tool. And then do the same thing, creating a round shape here. A little note, you always want the front of your car to be flat at some point. The front of your car is always going to be flat at one point, always. We're not in real life here, we're in Roblox, so there's no way of creating these these rounded parts of the car. So yeah, you can only create small rounded parts like this bit here. Next, go into select all of it, go into your plugins up here, click on the plugin tab, go into your plugins, find the building tools by F3X plugin, and this is why you need the plugin F3X. So now that you've got the plugin F3X up, you're going to go on to the plugin itself, the plugin GUI, and select this here. Either you can select it by using the different keybinds, or you can just click. So this one's move, orange is move, and blue is scale. Then you're going to grab this here, and you're going to scale it. You're going to scale it on this one here, then you're going to go down to the bottom and scale it again. If you want a video on how to use Roblox Studios functions, like I did, changing the colour of the outlining, then just comment down below. Next, you're going to put a block down and scale it as much as you want. Upwards, you can scale it as much as you want upwards. I suggest putting it at least like the height of the car, like this here. Scaling it like that, and then for here, for me, there's this little bit here, this little line here, and this little line here. I'm going to scale it up until it hits that line there. Next, you're going to scale this part here, and that's going to create a rounded shape. Then you're going to go around the car and have a look to see if there's any bits going past, like this bit here. You're going to scale that so that it cuts it completely. Next, you're going to put all the spare parts, like this car here, you're going to put that away. And you're going to select everything, and then you're going to hold Control and click on the center block to deselect it. Next, go up to Model, Negate, and press Control whilst having these blocks selected. Click on the center block and then click Union. And there we have our center, we have our car front there. So that is the first part of when you're going to build a car. Next, you're going to bring your car, your other blueprint towards you, and start doing this part here, the top part. I usually put my front part up there, like that I have more room to work. And it's literally, it's literally just a repeating process of cutting the blocks. So you're going to want to do the same thing as the front. Duplicate, rotate, scale, duplicate, rotate, move, and then either you can do the bumper as well with it. So by covering this up, you don't need to cover that up there. You need to cover that up there because you can add it back in the future. But either you can make it like that, like more detailed kind of, by making that like that. It's harder, of course, because you have to then adjust the size of the block. This is why it's good having the move on 0.5, is because, as you can see, it's easier for me to move the block. If it was on 0, then I would have to keep adjusting until it's perfect. With this, it's always going to be the same, as you can see here. So it's just a repeating process of doing the outlining of the car. As you can see. You don't have to make it exactly the same as the blueprint. You can remove and add bits, but I suggest making it the same, just so realism, there's the most realism. What I do now is that the only thing I do is that I don't do this part here. I only do this part here. And then I add on to the front, which makes it more detailed, and I can kind of personalize it, whereas cutting it like this, I can't. So then you're going to select everything, take out your go into plugins, F3X again, scale it out, move it across, deselect your plugin tool by going into home and then move or model and move, and then take this, bring it down. There we go. And then bring this block across and scale it so that it covers the whole block. So for example, I just need to scale 1 and it's that one. Then select everything. Then same thing again. Control, deselect the center block. Model, negate, select the center block by pressing Control, Union. And as you can see, we have our centerpiece. Now this is what I was saying about you can't really customize it. This here is not supposed to be as rounded. Normally you would have the bumper going past a bit like this here, but we are stuck with that. So yeah, that is how you make the front. Next, for I think you all know how to make the centerpiece. You just grab that, do that, do that, and do that, and then scale it and move it. There. I'm not going to make the most detailed job because I won't be using this car. So this is the hard part. For making this part here, the top part of the car, usually I just do by holding Control. I just do this and then do this and make it round, a square block kind of thing, and then I align it, scale it all up like this, scale it up like this, and then duplicate it, scale it so that the block is inside the block, but you can't really, you can still select it. Then download the plugin called Archimedes. I can't really pronounce it, I'm sorry, but just search it up, like Archimedes 2, and then just download it, and that's all. Archimedes is a don't kill me for the pronunciation, please, but it's a round plugin. So it's so you can create sort of circles, spheres, whatever you want to call it. You can put the angle, you can adjust the angle like this, put it different sides, as you can see. But me, for now, I'm going to... You can also flip the axes, as you can see. But I'm just going to do it like this. There. You can flip the axes, invert the axis, you know, just do random stuff like that. And then you can set your angle. So for example, I'm going to set it to 5. Normally I set it to 10, but well, actually I'm going to set it to 10. And then you can just mess around and find out the angle that you want it to be. You can just activate the plugin, activate the plugin, and what you're going to do when you've got that selected, you're going to click render once until you get to this. Then you can deselect Archie me thingy and delete the rest of the blocks. When you're at this block here, you're going to delete that. When you're at this block, you don't select these blocks here. You're going to select this block, rotate it, and then place it above here. And then there you go. This is how you make the top. You can make it more detailed by making it like that, but I just don't do that because I'm lazy. So yeah, that is how you make a car on Roblox. I hope this tutorial was helpful. If it was, then make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications, of course, to be notified when I upload tutorials, car building videos, because I do that the most now, and stuff like that. So, thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.